So I already did analysis on this broker which I use on TradingView, which is Owanda. As you can see here, the analysis already done. So for me to make it clear for you to easily understand, I'm going to do a fresh analysis on another broker so that you can see where I'm coming from and where I'm going. So I'll just start with the H4 analysis on the euro dollar for the coming week. So I will not look into this previous price action because it's no longer relevant to us. I'll just look at the most recent price action. As you can see here, price was in a very bullish move and was creating impulse and pullbacks. And you can see this was the last inducement that price created. And when the inducement was taken out, you can see that price validated this point here as a valid higher high, right? And when that point was broken, it became a breakout structure, meaning that price is in a bullish momentum breakout structure. And when the breakout structure is created, it means this point is now a valid lower high, right? So when you see this happening in the market, it means price is bullish and you can expect bullish continuation. But as you can see here, the market did not respect this point. It just continued to go down, and by so doing, it created a change of character, right? And after this change of character, we are now looking for shorts on the AUD USD. So you can see that here the market was moving, creating impulse and pullbacks. And this was the last pullback created, which became our inducement. So when this inducement was taken out, this validated this point here is a valid lower low. And since price already created a change of character, it means we will be looking for shorts. So where can we look for shorts from this area? There are two areas, either this decisional order block or the extreme order block. But you can see that here there is no any valid order block in this whole price movement. So what we do in this case, if there are no any valid order blocks, we can use the Fibonacci tool to identify premium and discount levels. So on this area, as you can see, this was our 78% discount level, and this was our point of interest, right? Where we can be looking for shorts. So as you can see, price just tapped on the POI and started selling, right? And it was in the premium level. So from this, we can start looking for shorts. So now that you know on the H4 time frame price is bearish, we can go to lower time frames to look for entry point points or intraday setups. So I'll just make this visible only to the H4 chart to go to lower time frames. Now going to the H1 time frame where we look for intraday setups, we can see something similar happening. We can just take these levels, for instance. So you can see from this point, price was creating impulse and pullbacks. And our last pullback is acting as our inducement. So when this inducement is taken out, this point here becomes a valid higher high. And when this higher high is taken out by this point here, which is a liquidity grab, it's being transferred from the previous point to the next point, which took out liquidity, this one. So this means the higher high is transferred from this point to this point, right? And when that happens, this point here becomes a valid higher low, right? So when this higher low is created, if it's broken, it means it's now a change of character and price is now bearish. So as you can see, price took out this lower low, lower high, and created a change of character. Then after that, price created impulse and pullbacks. And you can see that this was the last pullback created and it acted as our inducement. So the moment it's taken out, you can start looking for shorts from the decisional order block or the extreme order block. In this case, we have both the extreme and the decisional order block. So this was our extreme order block created here, and this was our decisional order block. Can you guys hear me? Someone is saying you cannot hear anything. Just confirm if you can hear me. Everything is loud and clear. Okay, so maybe something wrong with your mic, with your volume. Just fix that and you'll be fine. Okay, so here price did not go for this extreme order block or this decisional order block. You can see price missed it by like just small pivots and started selling. And after this inducement is taken out, it means this point here becomes a valid lower low. And when it's taken out, this becomes another valid breakout structure, right? So from this breakout structure, you can see this is now our next extreme order block that was created. We will be looking for shorts, right? But before that, we need to see price creating and taking out an inducement. So you can see this was our last pullback that was created, and it became an inducement when price takes it out. This one right here is our inducement. So when this inducement is taken out, this point here becomes a valid lower low, and you'll be looking for shorts at this extreme order block. So the thing is, you can take a direct mitigation entry and your stop loss above it, but in this case, your stop loss will be taken out. So what you can do in this case, you can wait for price to take out liquidity on top of the extreme order block. which it did in this scenario, right? And this became a valid higher low. So what happens now is, if you see price taking out liquidity on top of this extreme order block, we can look for this single candle order block, and once it's created, you can take short entry on its mitigation, and your entry will be somewhere here. Stop loss right above the single candle order block, and your target will be this point here, since price is bearish because you have a change of character and another breakout structure. So overall, price is bearish, right? So this is our current market structure on the H1 time frame, and as you can see, price came back to this single candle order block. So what we're more likely to see is price will create another single candle order block here, and if that happens, it means we'll be also looking for shorts from this point, targeting this swing low, which is at this point. So this will be our target if price creates a valid single candle order block here, right? So this is for the H1 time frame. Now, to take entries, we don't normally use the H1, we use the M5 time frame. So I'll go to the M5 so I can share with you my view on how we can look for entries. This is not supposed to be visible on M5. Okay, now going to M5, I'll just take the most recent price action since I already did the analysis last week. So this was our change of character, as you can see on this chart on M5, that this was our change of character. So this is the point here, our change of character. So when we say change of character, it means price is now bearish and we are looking for shorts, right? So after this change of character was created, we can see price tapped into this POI, and from this point of interest, we took long trades, and the check profit was hit, as you can see here. This was the trade we took, and the signal was shared. So now that price is created change of character, and it came back to this point here, we are more likely to see shorts because change of character means price is now bearish, right? So here you can see that it's at the tippy top of our point of interest, but there is no any valid order block here. So what we can do is we can zoom in and look for internal market structure. So on the internal market structure, you can see that price bullish because it created this adjustment here, which got taken out, and that validated this point as a valid higher high. And when it got broken, a breakout structure was created. So a new breakout structure was created, and when the breakout structure is created, it means this point here is now a valid lower high, right? So this is the current market structure on the M5 time frame. So for us to start looking for shorts, we must see price taking out the change of character, right? Something like this. Price takes out the change of character, creating adjustment, then come back for the decision order block or the extreme order block, and then start selling. So this is basically it on the M5 time frame. And if you want to look for quick entries, you can make use of this triangle, which is being the flag which is being created, and you can enter at the retest here, which is also something like a head and shoulder setup right here. So this is the head, this is the shoulder, this is another shoulder will be created here, and you can start looking for shorts, then another entry when price come back for this extra order block. So yeah, this is it on the AUDUSD. I will now go to the euro dollar. So on the euro dollar, I'm just going to use the analysis that I already did so that I'll leave time for questions. So on the H4, we can see price is bullish. We don't even need to do analysis. It's very clear that price is bullish. So we start from the 1 time frame. So from the 1 hour time frame, we can see price is bullish as well, because price took out adjustment at this point, then created a breakout structure, then adjustment, breakout structure. So now we're currently in a bullish move, and price in an internal structure right now. And this was the last point of interest we had, and I took sell entries from this position, and the target is this point. So when the market opens, we are more likely to see price going for this support level, which is a trendline support, and mitigate it. Then afterwards, we can see price pushing higher to create another breakout structure here. So basically, this is my view on the AUDUSD and the euro dollar. So if you have any questions, feel free to type in the chat, or you can unmute your mic and ask.